Hello, Virgo dreamers. Welcome to the Mystic Hawk. Today, I have a special reading that I'm doing for everyone. This is really going to cover about a 3 to 6 month period, and it is the effects of the last eclipse we had in Sagittarius that hit the South Node in Sagittarius. And this is predominantly, especially for Virgo risings, but for the collective, I'm going to do this from the first house perspective. So you really do want to look at your rising sign and watch the video for your rising sign as well, if you're not also Virgo rising, but it is affecting your sun as well. So let's look into it. But before I do, I want to let everybody know that my website is up and running, and from there you can access all my personal readings, anything from pre-recorded audio and pre-recorded video, which is good for like 1 or 2 questions. And also I have my live readings available, and those are the ones that really have made quite an impact and quite a success lately, as I am able to connect with the loved ones, with those loved ones on the other side. I tell you, working with the ancestors, that's what I've been doing behind the scenes, learning to work with my own ancestors first. And my goodness, do they really powerfully come through in the readings for you guys. I can't guarantee it. It isn't 100%, but I would say about 99%, right? Yeah, just about every time. And not only that, with the live readings, and that would be the phone readings and a Zoom or the FaceTime readings, you also get an audio recording of the reading, and I upload it to my cloud, and you can download it in your email. You have it forever. That's yours forever. And if you live in the United States, you also get a jewelry point crystal that is programmed with the reading that I dug myself. So, from the earth to my hands to yours. And I also, speaking of crystals, have them on sale now at my Etsy store, the Mystic Hawk Crystals. You can access that through my website as well. I thank you very much for any purchase you make. It does help to support this channel and to support my being able to bring you these messages. So thank you, and I will have more and more stuff up. I'm just getting started, folks, so don't get too bored with the little bit I have. It's been quite a process getting all these built. So moving on. So Virgo, starting with these cards right here, are the cards that the ancestors picked for you, trying to do as much as possible a similar reading as you would get in a personal reading for the collective. So the ancestors usually do come through first to speak with you, and the collective ancestors picked for collective Virgo from the Ancestor Spirit deck, Reconnect with Mother Earth. From the Beyond Lemuria deck, we have Transformation and Prairie Dog from the Medicine card deck. So some very powerful messages. Now, you are the one and only sign that has gotten a song so far. And it's Like a Bird by Nelly Frutel or something like that. And basically what I keep hearing, and bear with me, I'm not a singer and I'm not going on American Idol, so don't judge me, people. It's basically, I'm like a bird, I'll only fly away. I don't know where my soul is, and I don't know where my home is. So that's kind of what it sounds like not knowing where home is. And this is hitting you in your fourth house. This is what's being eclipsed out. And the fourth house is the Cancer house of home and family. Home, family, traditions, roots, foundation. Okay? So there has been, since May 5th of 2020, a great changeover, perhaps even upset in your living situation, or not feeling grounded, not feeling at home where you're at. This would be across the board for all sun sign Virgos, and especially Virgo risings. So, I do feel this destabilization. I know even a few Virgos in my personal life and have seen it myself. So there is this feeling of wandering. If I don't know where my soul is, and what I mean by what I think that they're trying to tell me, the ancestors are trying to tell me with this song is, if I don't know who I am, if I don't know my authentic self, which is my soul, and that is our forever home, by the way. That's when we leave this body vehicle, this wonderful temple that we have here on earth and the earth experience, our soul is our home. That is our forever home. So if you don't know where your soul is, you don't really know where your home is, because that is part of your heart space. Home is where the heart is too, again. So if you're not feeling loved, connected, supported in your home space, and what I'm really feeling that the message is from the ancestors is that we have to learn to be at home where we are within ourselves. As if we connect with our higher selves, we are always at home. You ever heard that saying, everywhere you go, there you are? Doesn't matter where you move, where you go, you still take yourself and your thinking and your feelings and your issues and any baggage or shadows that you haven't dealt with. You may outrun them for a little bit, but not forever. You always show up where you are. And even if the outer reality isn't reflecting this new inner reality, because I see there's a really major transformation, perhaps even what you value in a home, what feels like home to you, it may have really changed in the last, year and a half, 2 years. And feeling kind of a wandering and a displacement. I'm here feeling displaced energy. Even though you may have a roof over your head, and to the outside world everything seems fine, there's this displacement because there's this major transition that you've been going through on the inside. The spirit, the ancestor spirits really want to talk about reconnecting with Earth, and interestingly, we have the butterflies, so many butterflies all around her, Mother Earth. Again, the transformation that goes with the transformation card of going through a major soul transformation. We've all been triggered into some kind of transformation this year of what needs to be released so that we could have something more authentic in its place. And for Virgos especially, it is really that sense of home. Whatever used to mean home in the past is gone, and I'm saying in favor of the connection to the true home, to the true self. Now, the more, I think that the medicine card on the more mundane level is addressing this prairie dog, this need of time for retreat, perhaps retreat to Mother Earth if you have the opportunity. Not everybody does, but at least go outside in a park, sit in a bench, sit down in the yard, enjoy watching the birds. I keep feeling this bird energy a lot. It's about the birds, and ancestors do like to come back through birds very often, but the prairie dog is about retreat. What they do, they have all these tunnels and burrows, and if they see a predator or any danger, they're in their tunnels. Good luck finding them. They go into a deep retreat, and that's so that they can conserve their energy. They also hibernate during the winter hours. So it's about energy conservation, conserving your life force energy, because what I feel, and this actually came reversed up when I pulled it at first, and that means that perhaps some of you are too much in the worry energy. What, Virgo? Not you, right? But, just getting into that worry and trying to keep up with things and trying to stay ahead of things, and all of that has got you scurrying. So much so that it really dilutes and disperses the energy that you could more use for, a focused, constructive tunnel. Where are y'all going with this? Okay. So, just take some downtime to retreat before you end up getting sick. End up wearing yourself out. This is the burning candles at both ends. The prairie dog, when he's upright, he knows when to retreat and to have that time. It's like what they're saying, and Virgos, you really need that hermit energy. Your card is represented by the hermit, and that's time alone. So, time alone to allow this transformation to happen so that you have the opportunity to really process what is going on, because there's some major transformation going on around a home and housing situation. It might have already happened within this last year and a half. All of you are different. All of you hit at different degrees. So some of this may have happened to some of you already, and others of you, it's coming. But some kind of shift and change within the home and how the home and family interrelates whether you even want to stay. It could be really talking about actually picking up and moving to a different location. So let's see what the tarot cards have to say. Oh, we got one popped out right away. Somebody doesn't want to leave. We got the Eight of Cups reversed as the first card out. You know it's not fulfilling. It's not working for you. Some kind of home situation is not fulfilling, not working for you. For some of you, an absolute emotional drain, but either for whatever reason you feel like you can't or you won't, you can't walk away and leave it behind. So there is something about staying too long in an emotional situation, and that's why it's so important to go out to nature and have time to retreat so you can purge that out. Remember, Sagittarius and South Node is about the purging and releasing of all this old belief systems of what home should look like, what it should feel like, where you should live, you know, all these kind of things in favor of more of an authentic, maybe, you know, some people, they need to live in a big mansion, you know, and they can do that. Other people are fine with a smaller house. Some people are good with, you know, getting one of those motorhomes and traveling all over the country. Whatever works for you, whatever your soul is saying. You know, if it's like, I'm like a bird, you know, I only fly away. For some of you, this may be a song. For some of you Virgos out there, it might be time to, you know, have one of those motorhomes so that your home is wherever you are. You know, you're never worried about that. You're traveling and comfortable in that situation. This card wants to come. We got the reverse Queen of Wands, Fire Queen, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But, you know, really, with my readings, I'm not going to look too much. You know, you got plenty of readers out there and get into karmic situations, this, that, and the other, and who's putting a spell on who. I'm not, no. This is you. This is some part of you, the feminine fire part. That fiery spirit that knows what she wants and goes and gets it. It looks like it's been doused, like all these cups have been taken and poured out on top of her and put out her fire. So I don't know if you've had some motivation issues or issues of getting things going and moving, but I do see this now. This could also be a person around you that you could be involved with, you could be connected through the house with, that doesn't want to move. Like you're ready to sell the house and move and go somewhere else, and this other person isn't. You know, that could be one situation. It would be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and blocking. I feel a blocking energy in that. Otherwise, it's you blocking yourself. And what it is the emotions dousing the inspiration. Like you'll be inspired one minute, but all these heavy emotions about this, that, and the other, and it just becomes overwhelming. That's, again, why it's time to retreat. Remember, you're going through a powerful transformation. Ooh-da, boy, are you. What did I just say? A powerful transformation? And what card? You saw it just pop out. I'm doing these in real time. I take time to meditate with the ancestor cards. Here we go. The camera is literally upside down and backwards, so... That's the Ten of Swords. After he's been stabbed, they took all the swords out of him. They're carrying him out on a stretcher. Bye-bye. It's over. Something is over. Something is done with a house, a home situation. Maybe it's a living situation. Maybe it's where you live. Maybe, you know, there's been a lot of disasters happen that, you know, could be just the general area that you live in because of whatever situation is not working for you. You know, people have had financial hardships. There could be you having to downsize, move on. Whatever the reason, it is not just kind of over. It's done, over. I mean, Ten of Swords, you can't get no more over than that. Okay, so it's time to let whatever old beliefs, old ways of living, being at home. I'm hearing some of you moving out of the city, wanting to go into the country. That's why we have get back into nature here. At least wanting to get in the suburbs so you can have a little bit of grass, so you can grow some vegetables, grow some food outside. This is about gardening, getting out and planting. So that's very important. We had a couple more cards come up. Yeah, that's what I was saying. You just want to jump. You want to just take off and go somewhere else. You know, that's the fool after he jumped off. And even though he almost went flying down the cliff, he's still smelling his rose and all his shit falling off. Yeah, oh, I might lose all my stuff, but I'm going to make this crazy leap. Somehow you're hanging in there by the hair of your chin and chin chin, as they say. This is, again, holding on. Like, not wanting to jump. See, he didn't quite make the leap. He went, oh, no, I changed my mind. Turn around, I want to grab back on the edge. Even though I know it's dead, gone, done, especially with this Queen of Wands. Might be a divorce situation. And that could be a king. It could be, you know, male or female. Y'all heard enough tarot. You know this by now. We're talking about somebody acting like a Queen of Wands. And she's nasty when she's reversed, right? No fun to live in the house with. Right? Yeah. Y'all, some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Others of you are like, I don't know who that is. This is your own fiery spirit. If you don't have somebody like that in the house with you, this is your own fiery spirit being doused out by not wanting to let go. Even, you know, the situation is over. You can't do it anymore. I just can't do this anymore. And it might be for actual financial reasons. I don't have the money. I don't have the physical ability to do this anymore. Or it could just be, I'm so sick of this emotionally. I'm tired of this emotional manipulation, living with this fire sign master narcissist manipulator. I can't do this anymore. You know, it just depends on your situation. Again, I told you I'm not going to get too much into the karmic stuff, but I see a little bit of this being a possibility for some of you Virgos. And it's just like, it's just time to move on, let this situation go. This could be someone around your house, and you don't actually have to leave your space, but this is someone that's coming around, or someone living there or closely associated with your home. You know, some of you may have someone that's working in your home. Again, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, you gave them chance after chance after chance after chance, and no. They still do the same old shit. Finally, you had to end the situation. You see what I'm saying? And it's really hard to walk away. Them emotions. I just feel so bad. I just don't want to do it. Yeah, I don't want to give up everything I've already built. Everything, even though the Reaper is on my ass and saying, if you don't move, you will die. Maybe you even have a bad spirit in the house. That's one of the things I'm seeing. That's what the ancestors just popped in. And might be because they have bad spirits. It's one of my, I think that was my granny. Came through, or one of your grannies. That was a granny person says, because they got bad spirits in that house. That's what I heard. Oh my God. And you saw these cards fall out. Virgo, what is going on with you guys? Now, this could be a house from the past, from the childhood. I don't know all of your stories, but there's some kind of energy that is not cool, and it's giving you nightmares. Somebody living in your house actually having nightmares, or just having nightmares worrying about how to pay all the bills or maintain it, or something broke again. What else is going to break in this house? The Five of Pentacles. Again, yeah, you know, wow, Virgo, it is really done. This is the reverse King of Cups. So reverse King of Cups and the reverse Queen of Wands. Reverse King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Masculine, but you know, when he's reversed, you know, talking about that nasty, this is the energy of the emotional, the narcissist that really knows how to kind of act like he's an empath, but he's not. You know, I can sort of, you know, get up, I know feelings enough to get up next to you and stuff like that, but he's not. Otherwise, what I'm seeing is you not listening to your intuition. It's like not listening to the intuition and not acting on it. So something, it's like a stun spell or something. You know what I'm saying? Like walking through mud, fire and yeah. Oh, Lordy, Virgos. My daughter's a Virgo. She just moved to a big city, and I'm not liking what I'm seeing. Peace be with her, spirits. We do have the King of Pentacles. That's very good news, Virgo, for you guys. Your masculine energy is coming back online just in the nick of time. I just saw the show, like, you know, when those horror movies and trying to start the car. Come on. And at the very last second is about to grab onto the door and yank you out of there. The car starts up and you can take off. That's kind of what I feel like. Finally come back online, finally waking up. It's probably this eclipse that just happened on December 4th. It's like, oh, there's the fire. The engine fired up finally. The fire of the eclipse finally came through. Ace of Wands, there we go. They're saying yes, indeed. Now he's got his Ace of Wands, his fire stick. The boom boom stick is AC. Now be careful with that. Don't even go get yourself in trouble. You got things to do at home. Just kidding. None of my business, why? You want to take that? Okay, so this is really what I'm saying. Oh, joking aside, come on, Virgos. So this Ace of Wands is this new fire, new creativity, you know, using it with the Fool, jumping off, taking that new beginning. We have the Page of Cups here. Could be a child, could be a messenger, you know, someone that just a message of love. I don't see a message of love. Let me look at this one, because this one's different. He's got a gray background, so he's pretty melancholy for a cup. I mean, with the gray background, that indicates like depression. So feeling, and this is the. All right, wait. This is an aspect of yourself. It's an inner child aspect, the emotional inner child, very sensitive, psychic inner child, artist inner child. Also, you know, with all the water, you know, that could be associated, the fish in the water, that's Pisces, Neptunian energy. And what I'm seeing, my sisters want to tell me something. There's something about this card is a little different than a typical Page of Cups. It's like this hope, like the fish was a hope, some kind of hope that you had in your cup, that everything was going to work out. It's all going to be just fine. And the fish goes and jumps out of the cup, and it's like, oh, shit. And I think what the universe and the ancestors are trying to say is it's going to take a little bit more than wishful thinking. That really there needs to be some action put into remedying this situation, especially if you're in a situation that's temporary. You know, I think this is more in the past, maybe feeling left out in the cold, possibly in another relationship, but this is home and family. Even if you live in a home, you still don't feel like you even belong there. You feel like you're always out in the cold. Maybe for some of you, you don't even want to sit in the house. Interesting. Can't stand to be in it. That's probably because of the ghost in there, keeping you up, giving you nightmares at night. That happens, people. Especially if you're highly intuitive and you're developing deeper and deeper your psychic abilities, you have to be very careful where you move, the kind of house you live in. And you may love the house and love the place, but you know, you don't want to move. You're stuck in the stalemate. There's, you know, and yeah, two opposing forces. I can't decide which one. You know, this is also the girl that, you know, I can't decide which one I like. You're going to have to almost kill each other before I decide one I like. And then she doesn't pick either one, right? Sucker! Right? This is again, not wanting to make a decision, not being able to make a decision because there's too much going on in the mind. That's why there needs to be a time to retreat out in nature where you can really be able to decide what needs to happen in a situation. I feel some degree of urgency for some of this. There's a new beginning, but there's, for some reason, you're blinded to that new beginning, or you just can't see a way out of this situation. That's what I'm hearing. I just can't see a way out. But there's always a way out, Bird. It's just what you're willing to let go of. And if you keep holding on to the past and issues and things in the past, and I'm seeing, in particular, these are pentacles. These are actually things. The Grim Reaper comes to take what it comes to take. This is a Ten of Swords. You can't stop it. So it's talking about thinking outside the box, and finding another way so that you're not trapped in your own head and your own nightmare. End up out in the cold. Even if you still are inside the house. So there's going to be some kind of voyage involved. If you haven't already, some of you may have already moved to a place and haven't quite gotten settled in or comfortable with where you're at. But there's some kind of voyage, and I think that's more of a journey in consciousness that needs to happen. And that can only happen, this part of this transformation. Transformations are journeys, they're voyages. Time to, look on new horizons. Some of you may actually be moving somewhere. But right now, I think what's important for all of you, in winter times, up in the northern hemisphere, winter time's not the best time to move. Now, southern hemisphere, if they let you move in Australia. I doubt it, right? They don't let anybody do anything down there. I'm so sorry, deeply. Anyway, this is an embracing energy, and that's actually embracing the moment, the emotions that you have, and not judging them, allowing yourself to feel. If you're angry, you let yourself be angry. If you need to cry about the situation, cry, so that you can get it out and get clearer. This Page of Cups, that's fresh emotional energy, and take up that Ace of Wands to do something, to get this King of Pentacles. Hey man, we need you really bad here to take care of the situation. He's Mr. Businessman. He takes care of the business. I don't know if this is someone around you or you, but again, when I do these readings, these aspects are different aspects and parts of your character and personality. I guess we could say they're, that word just went right out of my head the minute I thought it. Avatars, like avatars. It was another word too. I'll come up with it maybe later. Yeah, this is what you want. You really want your happiness. That's what all this is about, this transformation, so that you can get into happiness, because there's some pretty heavy energy, especially around home, and you just want home to be happy. But that's going to take effort on your part through this transformation, and giving yourself time to meditate on that, so you know what would make you happy. Because like I said, everywhere you go, there you are. So, it could be that picking up moving will help, especially if you got some bad spirit up in your house, Virgo. And this is not for all of you. Just some of you may have this situation. Others of you are just haunted by bad choices in the past, financially, okay? And the Grand Reaper showing up, bitch better have my money. Could be some debt situation, whatever, everybody's in different situations. Some of you are being haunted. The ancestors are like, nope, they got a bad spirit. So check that out, sage your house. You can also use Florida water different ways. Clean your house too. This has really had a remarkable thing. Remarkable impact on my house is that I feng shuied it, got a Bagua map out, and really arranged my house according to that map, and cleaned. Got rid of any kind of clutter and crap I didn't need, cleaned, fixed things that needed to be fixed. It really does help the energy, and it will absolutely help your energy while you're in the house. So they're saying, what can you do about it, Virgo? Yep. Can't make this. You saw. Can't make this shit up. Purify. Purity. Getting things clean. Purifying yourself. Purifying your body, your mind, your emotions, your home. Because your home, the heart, the soul. Getting that connection and taking some action. There's definitely some action that needs to be taken in this situation to clean it up. And once you do that, it will get better. That's what I'm seeing here. So once you do that, it will balance out and get better for you. Take some action. I mean, if you can't get to the woods, everybody lives in different landscapes, because, here's grandma's in the mountains. But, this is the swampland. This is like the Anyway, Birdville, down there in the swamp. Be Florida, all along the coast and everything. So this would be closer to the coastal waters. Just go out to the ocean. We see the ocean here. Nature, a lake, a pond, just somewhere where there's some birds and, some time to relax and reflect on the situation so that your transformation, you're being transferred to become more pure. The happiness comes from the cleansing, the releasing, K2, letting all that crap go. South Node and Sagittarius, whatever concepts or beliefs, I see these are the beliefs. The beliefs that don't want to let go of what it means for you to have a house. Maybe some of you are deep into ownership, but you ended up house poor. A lot of people, I've known this to happen. People, I don't want to rent, you're somebody if you actually own the property. And yes, there are times where that is to your advantage. But things happen, things change. And it may be time to at least downsize, owning things, whatever you own owns you. But I think whatever your situation, it's just about getting out of this mental stalemate and accepting where you are to start. Always accepting where you are now to start out. And then moving into a situation with action after a great reflection and through the transformation, take action. Transform the situation into something you do want. And it may take a little bit of time and patience, but hey, the King of Pentacles, he knows how to do that. He knows how to run these situations. This is not his first rodeo. Might not be the first house situation you've been in like this, but whatever it is, it's time to walk away from this toxic situation it's like fighting and emotionally manipulating King and Queen of Cups. I don't know, maybe you've been living with your parents, some of you. In these situations, some of you had to move back into your parents, but it's like, I'm ready to get out of here. I know if you guys are in that situation where you're living with two people that may not be functional together, let's just say, they may get along great, but they don't do shit, or they fight all the time. I don't know, some kind of situation, or two narcissists. Because I see possibly three people, so it may be a roommate situation again, living with family. I'm real quickly looking at the karmic stuff, real quick for you guys. But, it's just dynamics with other people. And really needing to establish what home means to you. What does home mean to you, Virgo? Okay, I think that's going to be the slogan. So there it is. Thank you, Virgo Dreamers. Thank you for liking, watching, sharing, subscribing. I really do. I appreciate any and all comments, as long as you keep them, nice and above board. You can say whatever you need to. Just, and don't get ugly with me. I'm giving these away for free, right? All right. Thank you very much, and sweet dreams, Virgo.